Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is very gloomy. It's very, very dark outside. It feels like it should be almost a dinner time, but it's not. So today I'm just going to sit and dabble in some makeup to try to lift my mood a little bit. I already have my eyes primed with concealer and my Milani primer, and I have my brows done with my e.l.f. brow pencil. So today I got a package in the mail from Colourpop. I got the Flutter By palette and one of the Kathleen Lights blushes. So I am first going to dip into the shade Lush down here. It looks to be the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm going to take that on a Colourpop E15 and I'm going to put this in my crease and just blow this out really, really far up towards my brow bone and a little bit on my lid. I'm so excited that Colourpop finally came out with a cool toned mauve palette. I have been asking them to since summertime, like commenting on their posts, be like, give me a mauve palette, give me cool toned mauves. And they did, and I appreciate that so much because I was kind of getting tired of all the warm releases. Warm, 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 warm. On that same brush, I'm actually going to take Made to Last right here. And I'm going to focus this on my outer corner and more directly into my crease. This palette looks so much prettier in person than it does online. Let me just say, it's so beautiful. I know a lot of people weren't super excited about it. They thought it looked pretty boring, but I don't know, it just really added to my collection, and Colourpop shadows are really, really nice, so and affordable. I'm taking whatever's left on the brush and just kind of blowing it out. Oh, these colors match my sweater. I like that so much. Okay, I'm going to take this SL Miss Glam E61 brush and I'm going to go into Changes right there. Changes. Makes me think of Shrek. And I'm gonna put this along my lash line on the outer corner and into my crease, just on the outer portion. It feels like I haven't filmed in so long. I pre-filmed my Christmas videos and then I took all of Christmas week off. I didn't do anything besides get ready for Christmas dinners and get-togethers and, you know, all the cooking and baking and stuff. I'm gonna go back into that first brush and kind of buff this out. Oh, those are layering very nicely. I really like the amount of mattes in this palette also. I feel like it's not super shimmer heavy, which, I don't know, it seems like the palettes I've been really drawn to, color story wise, recently have been very shimmer heavy and not have very many mattes. I'm going to swatch the shimmers real quick. This is Just Imagine. Ooh. And Sunflare. Wow. Oh my goodness. And this is Gotta Fly and Getaway. This one right here, Getaway, is probably the softest in the palette. It's kind of chunking up a little bit because I think I got too much. I'm blending it out with my finger and that chunkiness is going away. That did not help me decide at all. I really, really want to dip into Mariposa there. It looks so beautiful. It's a matte with little shimmers in it. And I'm going to put this. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. On the inner portion of my lid. Wow. This would be so pretty just all over your lid. Wow. This is so pretty. I love these more sequin shades. I think they're so pretty on like an everyday basis when you just want a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to take a Colourpop E21 brush and I'm going to go into the shade Angel BB. And I'm going to focus this right on the outer portion next to my lash line and right in my crease to create a little bit more depth right there. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to go into Wild Wing, which is the really pale purple, and I'm putting this on the right up here to blend these colors together because I want a little bit more purpliness up here to match that Mariposa color. I'm going to go back in with the first brush and kind of even further blend this out. I'm going to take the shade Gotta Fly, which is the darker metallic, and I'm going to press this along the outer. I think I need to wet it. Oh yeah, that's better. Definitely need a wet brush for this. It doesn't really show up without using your finger. Did you guys have a good Christmas and holiday? I got so full. I overate way too much. And now sweet things, just even thinking about them makes me sick. And I didn't even eat that much. I don't eat very much sweet stuff throughout the year, but so whenever I overdo it, I am done for a long while. I'm going to go into a clean brush. Well, actually, this is the shade I used for Wild Wing. I'm going to use my finger to blend this out. I'm going to take my finger back in Mariposa and tap over the edge. I'm going to take the pressed glitter in the palette and just gently press this all over the lid just for a hint of sparkle. I don't want a whole lot. Now I know that these are technically not eye safe, so if you are not comfortable using pressed glitter on your eye, then don't do it. It's so pretty. It's got like purples and a little bit of green and blue and light pink and ooh. I'm going to take my Juno & Co. sponge and try to pick up some of this glitter. I am now going to move on to the face. I'm going to take my Milani Soft Focus Glow and I'm going to press this all over my face just to give a little bit extra radiance. Now I'm going to take my Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. Press this into the areas where I have larger pores. And now I'm going to use my NYX Born to Glow foundation. This is the shade Vanilla. I haven't used this in a while, I feel like, so I'm just going to squirt a little bit directly on my sponge. I'm going to use my Colourpop sponge. And I'm going to blend this out. I think that's about the amount of coverage I want for today. Not a whole lot because I'm not going anywhere. For concealer, I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This is the shade 100. I don't know why I'm using this because every single time I feel like I get really bad dryness under my eyes, so we'll see. I haven't done it in a while, so today we will find out. I'm gonna kind of clean up this edge. I don't want it to wing out a whole bunch. See, like when I first blend it out, it's beautiful, but I feel like the longer it sits on my skin, it just gets really dry, especially on the really inner portion of my under eye. I don't know. It blends out really nice. I want to like it, so I keep trying it. I'm gonna brighten up the center of my face because this foundation's a little dark for me for wintertime. I am going to move on to my lower lash line. Wow, I just noticed my eyebrows don't match at all. Don't care, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna go into Wild Wing on this little BH Cosmetics brush. And I'm gonna put it all the way across. How long do you guys leave your Christmas decorations up after Christmas? I have a really hard time taking mine down. My husband has to practically force me to because I love them so much. I think they're so pretty. I look at them and they just make me happy because it's so cheery. So real quick, I'm gonna go into the shade Changes on that same brush, but I'm going to pinch it and run it really close to the lash line. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of buff it I'm going to take this little angled liner brush. It's a Colourpop E6. And I'm going to go into the shade Angel Baby, and I'm going to mix Float On. Put this right up close to the lash line. Just on the outer quarter. I'm going to add a little bit up here just to match it so I have a little bit more depth and a little bit of a fuller lash line. I'm just kind of winging this eye look. I don't really have a plan. I wasn't so sure that I was liking the direction I was taking, but now that I'm adding like the lower lash line in this little eyeliner type situation, I'm really liking it. I'm going to take the shade Sun Flare on a teeny tiny little wettish brush. This is Colourpop E20. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh yeah. Ooh. Wow. Oh, I love this so much. I'm going to kind of drag it up just a touch. Wow. Oh, that is such a pretty iridescent inner corner color. Wow. Bronzer. I'm going to use this Tarte bronzer. This is the shade Park Avenue Princess. It's a teeny sample from an Ipsy bag, but I mean, I gotta use it. I can't waste it. So I've only worn this once, so I'm not really sure if I like it. We will see. Yeah, seems like forever since I've sat down in front of the camera. I feel kind of rusty, like I don't know what to say. So sorry if I'm not being super chatty. I'm gonna put a little bit on my jaw, but not a lot, because I have a turtleneck on the sides of my nose. This is a Real Techniques 003 brush. I think it's limited edition, but I really like it for bronzer because I can use this side and get really big blown out, or I can use the very tip and get a more precise application since it's a little bit tapered. Now I'm going to go into highlighter. This is by Juvia's Place. It is the shade. It just says the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. It doesn't really have a name, I don't think. I've been really liking this brush for highlight. I don't know why. It just gets right where I want it and kind of diffuses it at the same time. This is very bright. Oh, whoops. Let's take my bronzer brush and just kind of run over it. Now I'm going to go into my Colourpop blush. This is the shade I Need Space. I know it's not super new, but I've been wanting it, but I just couldn't justify just buying just this. So I had to wait till there was other things I wanted. I love this color. I mean, I went a little ham on the highlighter, so just ignore the stripe. Kind of, yeah. It's wow. And blush here and here. I'm gonna take my bronzer brush and kind of go over this because I went just a hair too heavy. Just a hair. I'm going to pop on some mascara and I will be right back. Okay. I am back. Mascara is on. I used this Maybelline Snap Mascara in the shade Black Cherry. I have been super into wearing brown and maroon mascaras. I like how soft they are and they add definition to my lashes, but they don't overpower my eye look. So I've been really into more muted mascaras. So now I'm going to spray my face. I'm going to use this Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. Then I'm going to press it in with my sponge. Now I'm going to do brow gel. I'm going to use the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel in the shade Light Brown. And I find that this is like a very wet formula, so I have to scrape the brush off a little bit. And then I run it through my brows. Now for lips, I'm going to line and fill my lips in with the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 3 Nude. Then I'm going to put on a lipstick. This is the NARS lipstick in the shade Fala Bala. It's a really pretty shimmering rose color. And then I'm going to put another lipstick on top of that, but this time just in the center because it's lighter and I want a little bit of definition on my lips. This is Colourpop Luxe Lip in the shade Tiptoe. Just going to put this right in the center. Alright, this is the completed look. I really liked how this turned out. I mean, it's not a question of is this a good palette or not, because Colourpop's eyeshadow formula to me is outstanding. It's really, really good, easy to blend. The shadows are always beautiful in my opinion, all the palettes that I've ever tried. It's just a question of whether or not you like this color story and you are drawn to these more cooler, mauve-y, purpley tones. I really liked it and I really love the colors. I didn't have anything like it already and I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of it because I've really been into these ethereal, purpley, soft colors. Like my sweater. I got this sweater for Christmas and I got another sweater this exact same color. So I've really, really been into these colors. I really like Colourpop's blush formula. This is actually the first one that I've gotten that's not matte. I really, really like this color. It adds this nice glow to my cheeks besides the highlighter. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I have this really nice radiance to my face and I can tell it's not just the highlighter. I really like the color. I feel like it would go good with almost any eye look I did. It's like this really nice neutral rose color. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna dip into the glitter. It's not eye safe, so I do not recommend that you do it. And if